What's going on? Oh my God. Forgot my mic.
Oh, man. We're professionals.
We are professionals, I promise. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Film Cave, episode number 47. 47. It's your boy Knight.
What's up, everybody? Logan here. Lots to discuss today. We got some good stuff this week.
We got some good stuff, man. I'm excited to get into it. We want to thank you guys for watching, whether you're watching here live and or on playback, whichever outlet you're watching on, here, Facebook, Twitter, wherever. We thank you. We really appreciate your support, hitting that subscribe button, the thumbs up, the notification bell to be reminded when all episodes drop, and more. So we'll dedicate, last 20 minutes or so to the show to hang out with you guys, get your questions, anything you feel like we might have missed. So yeah, here we go. I'm excited, man. We got a lot of trailers, Not
correct.
a lot of big news, but trailers.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Ooh, I'm tired. I don't know why the fuck.
I'm with you.
I'm just old, man. That too. That too. So, before we get started within the headlines of the night, there are particular things, we go about, starting the show. Me and Logan are, as you were to say, a couple of fucking nerds, We like to talk about film any and all day. Sometimes we do, but there are times in life where, you want to talk about other things you are just as passionate about, or maybe a little bit. And this here is that segmento. I wouldn't want to do the jealous bitch because I feel like she's going to be a bitch today, so I want to let her off the hook.
I got you. Smart man.
Smart man, because I don't think she has any more feelings left. But this particular segment is called out there in the world. It's out there in the world. I don't know what kind of singing or thing I went from there. I just did what came natural.
All right.
And that was natural. So you're welcome.
That was fantastic.
Thank you so much. And you keep glitching. I don't know why, but
you're glitching for me too.
It frightens me.
I don't know who is actually glitching in our video. I don't know if it's even doing it. Maybe it's just for us.
I don't know.
Anybody in the chat, just let us know. Or one of us pausing at any time, just let us know. Thank you.
Right. If things go haywire, let us know in the chat for sure.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. So there's a particular fashion in which we, go about out there in the world. Do you want to let the people know in which fashion that is?
Well, that usually traditionary, which is pretty interesting. So that's our coined word here at the Film Cave.
Yes, it is. So within said fashion, what do you got?
I really don't have a ton. If I was going to bring something up, it's me that's jacked up. Interesting.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why that would be the case.
It's your fault.
I could dip out of here in just a second. If it keeps happening, let me know. I guess if you see it, let me know, because you're seeing it. But it's the Eternals stuff. So we have Eternals this week.
Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to fix everything.
Not the best word of mouth going around.
There's not.
Which is interesting because it's like helping my expectations to where I might actually enjoy this movie compared to other people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like currently the lowest rated MCU movie ever on Rotten Tomatoes, which Rotten Tomatoes doesn't mean shit, not really, but yeah, I was gonna get your thoughts on that. Like, are you losing excitement?
Oh heavens, no.
Okay.
Like I said, I give two fucks about Rotten Tomatoes or critics.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like superhero films or just in general. It's just fucking biased and stupid. So it might have, I don't know, it's just dumb. But it did surprise me. It
Yeah.
did surprise me. I was like, wow, okay, I didn't expect this kind of feedback. But I'm still very excited to see it. That doesn't change a damn thing.
Right.
So yeah, I'm good on that shit.
Well, good.
But still taken back greatly.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, after JVS review, I did not see his review of it.
I haven't watched
But
his either. I probably should do that.
probably I'll watch it after I see the movie. I don't like doing it before.
I know. I think this is definitely one I need to go in as clean as possible.
Mm.
So we'll see.
Exactly. Okay, so let me see what I have here on my little list. Oh, announced today, which I'm very, 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 very excited for, which is RDJ and Matt
Oh
Damon
man.
on a Nolan film. I'm just
Which
excited for
it's
fucking
not
RDJ.
confirmed, is it?
It's I don't know.
I don't think it's
Everybody and the mother's
confirmed,
running
but
with it, but I don't know.
I'm down for this.
It's all in talks, but I hope it is.
Yeah.
Robert Downey in a fucking Nolan film. I am here for it. I'll lose my shit.
Yeah.
Since we already got Matt in one, so I'm fine. But yeah, for the film Oppenheimer. Am I saying it right? Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer or something? Yeah,
Oppenheimer,
I
open.
can't remember.
Motherfucker's open, whoever it is.
The guy that
But
made the bomb.
right.
Something like that.
Right. So that's what's in talks. They just dropped that today, which I'm very, very excited. I hope it becomes confirmed because I need
Yeah.
that, and I was already going to be the first in line to see it. But this just entices me even more so. And it's glad to see him getting great work outside of
Hell yeah.
Tony Stark. No, he does not want Doolittle to be his last movie. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder was on not too long ago. I fucking admire that movie. He should have won an Oscar. It was great.
No.
Yep. It's amazing.
Um,
Him and Tom Cruise just share one.
But no, when it comes to this, as soon as I saw, I was very excited. Like very excited because obviously Nolan is one of, if not my favorite director working at this very moment in time. So it's like the fact that because Matt Damon, from what I understand, is like a shitty person. But I'm gonna take that out and just say like phenomenal actor. Like absolutely phenomenal actor.
Yes.
And so that's what really matters when it comes to seeing a movie that I care about. As long as he's not doing truly despicable things. If he's just a dick, I mean, dicks are everywhere. You just gotta deal with that. So I'm down for this. Yeah, like more than 50% of people. I'm so down for this. I'm interested on who playing, like how big are each of these roles, because I also thought was Cillian Murphy also cast in this? Isn't he?
I think so. I think he's playing Oppenheimer.
So that's also, I mean, phenomenal cast.
Yeah.
But very white cast, but also this is from back in the day. I'm sorry, but
that's not true. Robert Downey Jr. is in it. We know he's black.
Okay.
So that's not true.
Well, there's a lot of but yeah, no, I'm super excited for this. It brings legitimacy immediately to what seemingly could have been a smaller Nolan film, which would be a big step for him because he hasn't made a small movie in a while.
I don't think he knows how to do that anymore.
Like I was like, is this going to be shot in all IMAX? Maybe not. Even though seeing the atomic bomb go off
away, I'm sure,
in incredible ways would be interesting in IMAX. But no, this gets me excited because it's also RDJ. Like, yeah, Doolittle. Like he needs an incredible to just get to go off and act on. Like I want Zodiac level RDJ, if that makes any sense. Like somebody else's script, because like I looked at Doolittle, that was just a fluke. And then you go to like The Judge or whatever that movie was that he produced, kind of shite. And so it's like
I like that movie. I think it's really good in it. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I really liked it, man.
But yeah, no, I'm super excited for it. I think that it's phenomenal casting, expensive casting, but phenomenal.
Right. I wonder how much fucking
good
Downey's getting alone, because he's the biggest payroll actor on all of them.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe they lied. Maybe it's not Killian. Maybe Robert is playing Oppenheimer now, and it was all a coy, and they
I don't know,
lied.
man. I think Killian is unbelievable. I love him.
Oh, absolutely. All right, what you got, brother? What's next?
I think I'm good. I don't know if I really have anything else.
Okay. Well, in that case, we have a new Garfield.
Oh my
along with
fuck.
everything else, apparently, because he is now our generation's voice. Chris
Which
Pratt
is despicable.
is going to be Garfield, as well as Mario. So he's getting a lot of the animation and video game coin right now. And to be honest, is utterly stupid. When it comes to voice acting, Chris Pratt is not someone who comes to mind.
No.
I don't even know if he can do voices or change his up. And I feel like it's just another one of those where he's playing Mario and Garfield, but we'll still just hear and see Chris Pratt in both of them.
Exactly.
Which is very frustrating. But what are you what are you thinking? I know you're excited.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic. I mean, this is all-star level of voice casting here. We could just we get the equivalent to Tom Holland's Nathan Drake in nothing but animated movies now, where Chris Pratt will always just sound like Chris Pratt 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
wholeheartedly.
It's gonna be terrible. Like, he's gonna have a blast because he's gonna make a ton of money.
Oh, of course.
Just walking into a booth, killing it. Let me just say some stupid shit.
And sequels will come too.
Of course. So he is loving this. I'm sure his wife and his family is loving it because he's not off, doing a bunch of stuff on sets. Like, he's just, if he lives in LA, he's driving to a booth, saying some stuff, coming home. So I can see why he's going after this stuff, but man, why are studios going after him for this? Like, I don't get it at all.
Because aren't they? No, aren't they both Sony? No, I lied.
Yeah, I don't know who is.
I don't know who they are. But is Garfield a show or a movie?
I thought it was a movie, an animated movie.
Okay. I don't know.
Let me look it up.
It's a horrible idea, whichever one it is.
Right.
It's still horrible.
Animated
Nothing's
feature.
changed. Animated feature. Okay. Jesus Christ. You blanked out. What did you say?
I just said terrible.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Do you want me to try to back out of this and come back in?
Sure. Go try.
Let me just say.
All right. What up, mofos? All right, so let's give him a few minutes to try to reboot. We're having some technical difficulties, so hopefully they can fix it. So, grew up on Bill Murray being my Garfield. Zach, what? I just grew up on Garfield being my Garfield, even before Bill Murray. To be honest with you. So, let's see. He's back.
Hello. We will see.
We shall see. Right. Stand the test of time. Okay. So yeah, this is just really dumb. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure they'll make tons of money because it's cartoons and kids are like, we're stupid and love everything. So, and ruin everything at the same time. They're just.
And I mean, it honestly, this could be a situation. I don't think it will happen, but there is a small possibility because this has become a meme very quickly.
Yes, it has.
Very,
very fun.
And of course it is, because it's terrible. So it's so easy to meme. And this could actually be a situation where Chris Pratt goes to whoever is, making Garfield and says, "Hey guys,
I think you might forfeit the role.
Maybe we just separate here. I don't need the money. You guys could probably get a much cheaper and better voice actor here.
Bring back Bill Murray.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. Bill Murray would probably be cheaper than Chris Pratt.
He will never come back to that
but
shit.
It would be hilarious. I love that Garfield is like a joke in Zombieland.
Yeah.
Like, any regrets? Garfield, maybe?
maybe.
It's like so
And even in the second one,
fantastic.
I was like, oh, okay, we're going again.
But yeah, so it's a very small possibility, but like it's become a meme
Very fast.
within an hour. It was like all over the place.
It's ridiculous.
Like Chris Pratt will definitely voice everyone in their own biopic of their lives in animated
Right.
form. Like it was fantastic. So I don't know. It's possible.
It's here to stay. I'm sorry. Sadly.
I mean, I won't watch it either way, to be
Me
honest.
neither.
But
Let's see. Okay, so this is last for me. A girl is being eyeballed to lead the John Wick prequel, which I'm all the way here for. Anytime.
oh,
It's just, God bless you.
thank you.
Her face is on a screen, and plus she's just gonna be kicking ass too.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Absolutely. Ana de Armas is going to be leading the prequel to John Wick, which is what is it ballerina or what the fuck is called? Something but dancing and ballet. The shit that we saw briefly in Parabellum and all that stuff. So I'm excited. But she's playing a young Angelica Houston. That'd be hilarious.
No idea
Doubtful.
who that is.
What?
Huh?
Oh my god. So you know who Angelica Houston is?
No.
Sweet Christmas. She's the mama in Adam's Family. She was in John Wick 3. I don't know if you saw John Wick 3.
John Wick 3 is terrible. Yeah.
First of all, it's not. You watch them out. She's the one that John went to for help, who was in charge of like the theater and ballerina and all that shit, the older woman.
Whatever.
Dick.
It's terrible. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
Her. But no, when it comes, if anybody did not see No Time to Die, this is perfect. Like she has such a small role in No Time to Die, but she gets to go ham. Yeah. She gets to have fun, and I think she definitely works for this type of role.
Yeah.
As
she
long
just
as
showed
it's
the chops.
right, as long as it's not like the script matters is the only thing. As long as they're not just throwing it together a spin-off to do it, and they actually give us a good script, this could be a whole new franchise.
Oh yeah.
So I'm definitely interested because I mean, who is not like in love with that woman? Like she is one of the most attractive women on the planet.
Ben Affleck?
I mean, sure, but he did go straight to J-Lo, which is like also the same thing. So, but no, Ana de Armas is phenomenal, and I'm definitely intrigued by this possibility.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited to see her kick more ass because, like I said, she proved it. Very little time that she had in No Time to Die, so I expected her to be a little bit longer throughout that movie. But nope. Here you go.
Very small chunk.
One and done.
Yeah.
But I think it works. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it. You don't have anything else out there in the world?
Good.
And Kenya, I saw your little sly ass comment. Now, after 30 years, Cowboys start winning shit. Now you want to talk? I can't stand Cowboy fans. Good God.
No Cowboy fans should talk shit. They
they
always disappoint.
Always.
You do not get to talk shit until
and
they
I
are
cannot
actually
wait
winning
to see.
Super Bowl.
Right, which they're not even. They're gonna get knocked out the playoffs.
No, of course.
Like Stephen A. Smith says, what can go wrong will go wrong when it comes to the Cowboys because they are trash. And I'll be right here to see where you are with all that talk when it happens. I'm going to laugh at you, sir, and say, I told you so, as the world has done for 30 years.
But you also have to realize you are talking to actual Texans and not just like people around the country who are Cowboys fans. Like it's the only team we have.
I don't care where they are. They are all annoying.
No, but that's what's so frustrating is somehow the Cowboys are America's team and they're terrible. They're always terrible. Tony Romo was a meme his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
And like it doesn't make sense. First of all, that
If
they're
anything, the
America's
fucking
team,
Patriots would have gotten
but
America's team than
no,
them.
exactly. And so, yeah, no, I will never like openly say like, oh, Cowboys got it this year. Like, no, they always choke, and I will say that until they don't, because
Cowboys
that's
fans will be 0 and like
um,
35, but like it's our year.
yeah, no,
We
exactly.
got-
They're like, oh, did you
oh,
see
man.
Dak out there in nice, but like there's you see Dak out there in warmups, and they're like,
That's how
yeah,
true it is.
he's not playing today. They're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Right.
So
And we're having ownership troubles, management. We can't get along. None of it.
I mean, really, the Jerry Jones is, you talk about despicable human being. Uh, t- uh,
He's the
massive reason
James
why
Dolan of fucking.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't want the Cowboys to do well because fuck Jerry Jones.
yeah.
So I mean, that's just
Yeah, it's
coming
pretty
from someone born and raised here. But
fucking horrible. But anywho, so that's going to do it for Out There in the World. We thank you guys so much. If there's anything you feel like we've missed, please let it know. The continuing conversation flowing within the live chat. Or if you're watching this on playback and there's something we missed, spit it out there. We're always looking. We'd like to keep the conversation going no matter where it's at. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button. We'd really, really appreciate it. Yes, we would. All right. On to the topics of the evening. We have a lot of trailers.
yes,
That was dramatic. We only have like 3. But still, more than one. So we're going to talk about it. First up, one that surprised the ever lasting fucketh out of me. Not really, but just I didn't expect to be as, I don't want to say blown away, but whatever the fuck. Lightyear dropped a trailer, and it is goddamn gorgeous. And it looks pretty awesome. We got a very few glimpses, of our titular hero, the one we all know, and find out why he became a toy, after him and all that stuff. We get to meet the man, and Chris Evans is voicing him. We only heard his voice for like 2 seconds.
yeah.
But that was it, and that was it. I was like, okay.
I definitely wish we got more of that, but
Yeah, I do too. But I absolutely loved the trailer. It was gorgeous, ridiculously gorgeous. And it made me really excited because Toy Story is one of my favorite animated films for show. And Buzz Lightyear was my man. So yeah, what do you think, man? You saw it.
No, this thing, like it dropped and I was like, oh shit, I need to do a video for this. And so I had to hurry up, make a, wallpaper thing, whatever, and do all that. I watched this trailer. The absolute joy, like easily my favorite trailer of the 3 we're going to talk about. Like this thing's incredible. I mean, I immediately got taken back to being a kid. Yeah. I was so in, because also at the same time, it's like a space adventure. Like it's a Pixar space adventure, but it's adding backstory to a character. It's like a variant situation because we grew up knowing the toy that had his own personality, and now we're learning about the guy that he's based on, which is a fictional guy in that universe. So it's like go deeper. It's like Inception of the toys. Right. But no, like I saw somebody online say, which I will admit, he's somebody that I don't know why I follow him, because he always like has to say something negative, like always. And he was like, man, he's like, Lightyear looks good, but I would have loved for Pixar to not, like, I wish they could be more original and like make a space adventure that's not, some based off something. And I'm like, there's nothing to like
what?
This is a brand new character. Like this is fully original.
Because in a studio who calls out nothing but original content, they want to focus on a character as an issue. Good.
And God. I mean, because that's the thing, is like, this is not the character we know. They can do this. Could be 5 movies. This could be a full franchise if they wanted to tell whatever story they want to. It is almost completely original ideas going into this, I'm sure. It's Buzz Lightyear. He needs to wear this suit at one point. And Zurg, go, have fun. And so I commented that, and he's like, no, this character's based off the cartoon that's in that world. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, the screenwriters for this movie are definitely watching that for source material, make sure they follow the canon of the fucking
No, the
cartoon
fucking
inside the
animated show,
cartoon. I'm
which the
like, "Are you
cartoon was
high as
pretty
shit?"
dope,
Like,
but
but it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah,
it
has
doesn't
nothing to
matter
do
to
with
these
that
people.
at all.
Yeah. So it was funny, but I love this trailer. Like,
Yeah.
because it looks like it has to do with like interstellar like time jumps and shit. Like it looks like he misses time after his shit. I'm in. Like, give me all the space stuff you can.
Oh yeah, I feel like it's handling a lot of adult themes too. Like it's not just going to
Sure.
be so kiddie because
Yeah.
you know what I say. So, but it intrigued me a lot. I really want to know where the story is going, what they're going to do, embark on this tone. Truly, I want to see America's ass put his stamp on Lightyear, because I feel like it's not. It wouldn't have been my first pick. Like when I see Buzz
No.
Lightyear, I'm not thinking, oh, Chris Evans. But for some reason, it seems like it works. It feels like it works.
Yeah.
Um, but I just want to hear the more, the iconic line. Like we just got the "and to infinity." And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
damn it. I was like, really? Come on.
No, they definitely should have.
They're about to assemble that shit. Wait till the last
Exactly.
episode.
Like, there's a part of me that thinks that could be the final shot of the movie,
Yeah.
which would be frustrating. But it is what you're saying is so true. I would never have thought of Chris Evans here,
Mm.
but then when you're thinking of okay, who's the Buzz Lightyear toy based on? The voice of Captain America, who is supposed to be kind of cheesily perfect and like this is Buzz Lightyear, like like that works so well. Like it makes so much sense for them to go to him. And then also, I'm sure you saw this, but I just have to give a specific shout out to Chris Evans
Okay.
because what he was posting on Twitter about, he's like, animated movies is what got me into storytelling and like wanting to be in this. And he's like, I've been wanting to be a part of Pixar since they started making movies, which that's back with Toy Story. And he's like, I get to be Buzz Lightyear. Like, he's like
Right.
so happy and thankful and excited. And the performance is going to be better when
Oh
you
yeah.
have someone like that involved that's just, I'm going to give it my all. Because also, I don't know if he's done voice acting before. And so I'm excited to hear his voice in that way where he can do whatever. And, he doesn't have to be worried about what his face looks like. He can just go crazy if he wants to and, have fun with it. So I'm super excited. And the animation, you say it every time with Pixar, but like, good God Almighty. Like I got to download like the super high res version.
Mm.
I can't stop watching it because it looks so freaking phenomenal. Like I love it to death.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for that. When does it come out again?
July? I think
July?
July.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No.
It's a long time to wait, but fuck. I'm here for it. Disney Plus, rock out, Chris Evans, do the damn thing.
Yeah.
You read that? Buzz will go to the future, so he will not be here with the past to make best. Hurts my head already. Got it. Okay. So let's see. I'll go back to that comment later. All right. So our next one is staying within the realm of Disney Plus and quite a badass fucking trailer without showing too much. But
Yeah.
the Book of Boba Fett has dropped. December 29th, we'll see the release of the new adventures of Sir Fett, and I forget Ming-Hua's
Fennec
name.
Shand.
Yes, Fennec. Here we go. Yeah, man, this trailer rocked out for me. It didn't give us much, just a lot of badass, like, I guess I'm gonna call them field shots. Just gives you a tone of everything and seeing how he's adjusting to being, top dog and running shit around there. And what's his name? Tamar Morrison looks awesome as he did. Looks like he lost a little weight, which cool. Good
Yeah.
because he was a
He
big
looked
boy.
bad in the poor guy.
He was a big boy in that suit, but now he's like, hey, what's going on? And he looks like he has an amazing skincare routine because all that scarring shit looked
He's good.
gone.
Yeah, whatever was in Java's palace, he's been putting it on, and it has
The
cleared him
baths,
up.
man. Those baths. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what Robert Rodriguez is going to do because the episode he
Yeah.
directed with Boba and the Mandalorian was top fucking notch. Apparently, it's going to be some of the biggest Star Wars type things in action that we've seen, which also excites me. So yeah, what did you think?
Yeah, no, the trailer definitely got me excited. What I was saying, basically the same thing. It was more of here's the vibe
Yeah.
kind of trailer. It's like, here's what we're going for. Um, but that's what's funny is not a very exciting trailer. No money shots really at all. Which this is also kind of a trend with Disney Plus shows, especially like what they've done with Mandalorian. The trailers have actually been pretty shit compared to the actual seasons that we get.
They've been really tamed.
Yeah, like they're purposefully like, hey, let's not show anything. People will watch. Let them, let word of mouth spread to get more people after the first couple episodes. Which I'm happy for, but also like we have heard so much about the action that I think that they should have shown us some of it because it really is a thing
I
of
want to see it.
I am not someone who has been dying for this show.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, I think that Boba is a great side character. And I mean, he was in 5 minutes of the original trilogy and had so much, um, hype behind him for 40 years. And then they're able to bring him back, and I think they did a great job with making him an actual character.
I was gonna say even Mandalorian didn't get you like somewhat like,
No,
hey.
he's a side character. He's a great side character. I mean, like that's I think he's great for that. And I don't think this trailer at all like got me more excited for him being a leader of a show. I definitely think it like what I said in my video is I'm thinking there's like a team of people that he has to get involved with, and he's the leader, but there's a bunch of different people, other bounty hunters that he's like wrangled up to, I think we need to do something. And I think that that's very smart is give me a Guardians of the Galaxy type feel where I can get camaraderie, chemistry, comedy, things like that with all these characters and not like I love Tamura, but like him as Boba Fett cannot Pedro Pascal as Mandalorian. Like it can't just be him and Fennec going around for a whole season. It just doesn't work.
Like it just would be a repeat. I feel like it would, but just be a repeat. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, they're boring. When you have to care about the characters, and they're kind of boring, just walking around hanging out. So, this trailer didn't do a ton of stuff. Like that's the thing. The best shot in the trailer, I distinctly remember, like looking at that and like going, "Whoa!" When I saw that wide city shot, because I'm like, "Oh shit, they're really going with some effects here."
Oh yeah.
But hearing about the action, Robert Rodriguez's episode, I wasn't the biggest fan of in season 2 of Mandalorian. Like that's the thing. I think he's great with action. And I think that's also what he only really cares about. And that's the last thing I care about when it comes to, a show. I mean, that's his main focus is like, how can we make this awesome? And, when there's 9 episodes of this show, I don't need action to be number 1 because I've got to spend 9 hours with these people. So it's like, make me care. And you're going to have to give me something with Boba to really make me care. Because as of right now, he's a brick wall that's meant to be a brick wall. And, with Pedro and the Mandalorian, we think it's a brick wall and we get backstory and we get all of a sudden he has to be a dad figure and all this stuff. What's the story with Boba? Because you have to sell us on that. Because fucking Mandalorian can make you cry. Like, I don't. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, I don't expect Boba Fett to be able to make me cry. Prove me wrong, please. Because by all means,
he might surprise you.
He might. It's about a 1% chance, but it is a possibility. So surprise my ass, like please.
Right.
I would love it.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, I'm here for it. December 29th. So right after Christmas,
Yep.
And when does Hawkeye come out?
November 20 something. The end of November.
Oh, wait, doesn't it come out on Thanksgiving? Or did I bullshit that?
I think it's after. Let me see. Hawkeye release. It's the 24th.
Okay.
So that is the Wednesday. So the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Okay. And we're getting 2 episodes of that. Is that going to be 2 hours?
I think they're both 30 minutes long.
Are they 30-minute episodes or hour long? Because
how long was?
We haven't really talked about that. Yeah, I know. So we haven't really talked about that. But this is a 6-episode series, which is usually the longer, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like runtimes or Loki runtimes. Which that's why they had to do 2 episodes, I think, is because they are releasing it 5 weeks before Book of Boba Fett. And so they had to do 2 so that it lines up to our finale. And then next week is the premiere of Boba Fett, because before it was finale and premiere were lined up on the same weekend, on the same day. So like that doesn't work. But we might be getting 2 hours, which I honestly would hate as someone who has to sit on camera and do it. Because that means I'll be watching one in the morning and then have to wait and watch the other one after work. Because how much time y'all think I fucking got? But yeah, I'm interested in how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I am too. I'm down for it every way because fucking Ken, this man hates Hawkeye with a passion.
Hawkeye's fucking terrible.
I wouldn't say he's terrible.
That's no one cares about the show. The only reason I care about the show is because of the new Hawkeye that it's trying to introduce, and possibly Kingpin.
Nasty.
No,
possibly Kingpin. Hopefully,
if Kingpin's in it, great. But it's also they're going for Young Avengers, so I'm excited. They need to sell me on Miss Bishop.
Oh, consider me sold on some aspects.
Okay, see, you nasty. See what I mean? That was you. Because I think she's supposed to be playing like a 16.
Everybody know I'm not.
So I'm trying to like not but she'd be posting these
Haley
pictures, man.
Not 16, right?
I know, man.
Haley is not 16.
Definitely phenomenal.
Right, out of nowhere. Congrats to you.
Yeah.
So that's Book of Boba Fett. I'm excited. Look forward to it. Robert, blow my mind. Cast and crew, tear it up. I have faith in you. So let's do the damn thing. So before we get into the main thing, going to jump into a review here, and it's one that I wanted to make sure that I watched before coming on here because it was very fresh, very recent, and plus, despite my confusion over the matter, the why of the matter at all, I decided, you know what? Let me, because I heard some things, wanted to find out for myself. I was naturally curious. So that little film would just so happen to be Army of Thieves. Okay? It dropped on Netflix over the weekend. Can I also just say, I fucking I don't hate Netflix. That's very rude. Netflix is the only streaming service where literally it just keeps buffering and pixelating like a motherfucker. Like it's never just clear. It's never sharp. It's never what it's supposed to be. It's annoying.
I think that's only you. I saw you post that.
Is it just me? Like, why? What did I do to Netflix that?
What are you watching
in the world?
Are you watching off? Are you watching off the TV or the Xbox?
TV. Even when it was on Xbox, it was still fucked up.
Okay, so it could be internet connection.
I don't know.
But it could be a thing if you're watching something that's just now coming out. Maybe it's because too many people are hitting that one video.
It doesn't matter what I watch.
But if it's on old stuff too, that's going to be internet. So
I can sit up here and watch fucking Casablanca, and it'll still just be blurry and pixely. I'm like, get it together, man.
Everybody hop on some Casablanca here.
Right. So Army of Thieves dropped. I'm not going to pronounce his name. It's Matthias something. Is back as Dietrich, and he's directing the film that's based off the prequel, which I don't understand why it's called a prequel to Army of the Dead. Only connective thing about that is him. So I'd call it more of just an origin story versus a prequel to Army of the Dead. But I watched it, and with strong conviction, with the boldest and most surest of hearts, I can say I really, really, really fucking enjoyed this movie. And it took me completely by surprise how good that shit is. I don't even see how the two are connected, to be completely honest with you. As someone who enjoyed Army of the Dead, I've enjoyed this much better. Oh, well, we'll see when you get back, Eric. Yes, it was a really great fucking time. This wasn't his first directing. But that man was a delight in the film. The girl from Game of Thrones was great. The script was cool. The way it was shot was cool. The whole film was just a really good time. And I wasn't expecting that. Somebody going in hating the shit and expecting it to. It really surprised me. And it made me want more of that character. So we'll see. Obviously, there's been conversations about, well, is he dead? Is he not? I don't know. Woo. Because of this shit now. And I remember him and Zack Snyder just had an interview the other day, and he was talking about the possibilities of that character and all that good shit. So you have not seen it. You told me you refused.
I will not. Yeah, not a chance.
Okay, I would say if you didn't have that mindset, you would be pleasantly surprised. But because of your hatred for Army of the Dead, I'm sure
No, that's the thing though. Is what's honestly sad is when it first got announced, we made fun of it,
right?
And we even said, so. Like, I think it was you that were like, "What if this shit's better than Army of the Dead?" And I said, "It probably will be," which is really sad. And that's when we looked up and we were like, "This guy hasn't even fucking directed anything. It might be better than that movie." Like, and so that's what's honestly sad is it's exactly what I anticipated. And it's why, like, I can't believe our boy Zack Snyder can be handed $250 million to go make something that just because he has a name and a small fan base of people that are loud. And they're like, yeah, go make some shit. And he's like, well, of course I'll make some shit. It's exactly my vision. I'll go do it. And like, when in reality, I hope that guy which he was my second second least favorite character in that movie. So I will fucking never watch this movie just for that fact. But the talent as a director, I hope if this movie's actually good, I hope he gets some more shit. Because that's the kind of things that need to happen. I mean, Zack Snyder needs to be calling people for this guy and saying, hey, you see that? See how that his movie is better than my movie? Go give him some more work. And that's something I hope actually happens because at the end of the day, I want less, like, even though I love like Nolan, I want less Nolans and Snyders and more just, how about everybody that makes a movie is just great? Like, let's stop making some shit. Like Nia DaCosta, worried. Why does she get the Marvels? I don't know. Because she's an up and coming woman, also person of color. It's a perfect PR move, and she's got a voice. Give her that movie. She hadn't impressed anybody. Like, it's a little interesting. So I'm sitting here going, give this guy small but slightly bigger than this movie things, and like let him build up. If it's actually that good, because I'm not going to watch anything in that world, and I'm good. Because you've watched multiple Netflix movies and you're like, yeah, I like it. I have not seen one that I like. They've all disappointed me. So like, I think that your expectations are right. and I'm like, fuck them. Like I'm done. But
It's I don't know. I will
I
say
would guess
this:
it's fun.
it's very fun.
Yeah,
And that's why I said I can understand your gripe with his character in the movie in Army of the Dead.
yeah,
Um, in this one, he's so much better. Like, still some of like the same, quirks or
sure.
whatever the fuck you want to call it, but they give him time to actually get fleshed out and get to know him. Why this and that, and why he's so obsessed with. Like, they really go in on him. I'm like, okay, this is great. And like I said, he himself is a delight. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed him. Because I didn't mind him in Army of the Dead, but this one was like, holy shit. And I really hope he gets more work because of this, to be completely honest with you, because he handled it really well.
yeah,
Um, it's like you said, you kind of outdid Zack Snyder. Like, your movie was, yeah,
yeah.
it was
Exactly.
better than his.
What's the runtime of this one, by the way?
2 hours. Yeah.
Interesting.
Right. And it doesn't really feel it. It doesn't. The
Another
cast holds
skill that
you.
Snyder
Right.
doesn't have.
The cast holds you. It literally, you go along for this ride and you're engaged throughout it. It's fun. The story is simple but effective. It works. Even at the end, I was like, oh, this is a little fucking okay. I'm feeling this. Um, so I was pleasantly surprised. Zack Snyder's world is obviously better because it
I mean, zombies.
right. So I'm like, it opens it up, but this one was obviously more contained. But the characters,
Sure.
everything else was by far
So,
better.
have you watched anything from Army of the Dead recently? Like,
What do you mean?
is it fresh on your mind at all? Because my
Oh yeah.
question is, does his character and how this movie portrays him, does it lead well into Army of the Dead? Because like that was one thing that was frustrating, was like he was terrified and like annoying in Army of the Dead, and
Mm.
in this movie it seemed like he's, you know, he gets some experience being a badass, safe breaker. So
Hmm.
I don't know. So like that, you see what I'm saying? Like, did they kind of mess up continuity by doing this movie in a different way?
So this is spoilers, obviously. Um, he has those traits still, but
Okay.
it's not nearly as all the time as Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
It's worked into the story a lot better, and it's not as frequent. So I'm like, okay, this is annoying. Like,
Yeah.
he might have screamed maybe 3 times in the whole film, and it was like moments worth screaming for versus just
Yeah.
randomly like in fucking Army of the Dead. Um, so how it leads into it, it leads in it pretty well, and they literally just replay his first encounter in Army of the Dead at the end of this. Once the story like done, fade to black, and they play, hey, how would you like to make 50,000 or whatever the fuck for a day's work? Um, and that safe, the reason why he's so excited to go about that safe is built up in this film, and why
Right.
it's so important and why he took that one specifically. Because, well, essentially there's these safes that were built by some dude Wagner or some shit back in the day, and it's a whole deep story to it, which is really cool, based on Norse mythology and gods and all type of stories. And the reason his craftsmanship was so amazing, he didn't want it on the wrong hands of others, so he locked himself away. It was a whole thing, really cool. But essentially, there was these 4 safes, and they want to make them mark in history to crack all of these safes, were just hidden within secret locations around the world. They got all 3, obviously, and the 4th one is the one you find out is the one in Army of the Dead. And it's like, holy shit, like, this is yada yada yada. So that's why I was like,
So they
oh,
probably should have name dropped that in Army of the Dead a little bit.
name dropped what?
Like, explain to the people of the team, like, here's why I'm excited.
Oh, see, I would have to go back and play that part
Right.
again, because he did mention the creator and the name of the safe and all that stuff in Army of the Dead scene, but you really understood why in this one, in the passion behind it, because in the movie it just seemed like some random shit. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
cool, you know your history. No, he's deeply attached to this. Um,
Gotcha.
and the Fast and Furious girl, Game of Thrones girl, is really good in it. Her fine self.
Yeah.
And so yeah, man, I know you're not gonna check it out, but for those watching, check it out. It's exceeded my expectations. That's for damn sure. Um, but again, I thought this was gonna be dog shit and didn't understand the point of it. So maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah. There you
But
go.
it worked. I don't have horrible shit to say about it or even chew it out, and I won't. So that's good. And I hope he gets more work. I really do.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool and gang.
Well, good.
That was Army of Thieves. I almost said Army of the Dead. And there's only zombies. Zombies are barely like they're mentioned, like what's going on in America and all that good shit. And you see a zombie on the TV and all that shit.
That's it.
That's
Just
really
Godzilla
about it.
it.
Just Godzilla it, and like he'll have dreams of like zombies and shit while he's cracking like cracking safes and shit. And one of the girls on the team was like, "Oh, maybe it's, he's like, oh, just have these bad dreams, or maybe it's a prophecy of your foreseeing death, or something, something, something," and keep naming all these other things, like they tried to do in Army of the Dead. This is another universe, man. It's like we don't know, we've already been here already, type thing. I was like, oh, okay. There's foreshadowing his death, maybe. But
first of all, if they let him survive, even more so, I'm fucking done with that whole shit.
And that's what pissed me off. That's the only, and I tweeted this too really quick. I was like, listen, I don't know how they plan on bringing him back, but if I got Black Widowed, I'm gonna be really upset because I want more from the character set up, which is why this shit should have came first and then fucking
Right.
Army of the Dead. Because like you made me care and like about a character who I know is dead now. So I'm like,
Right.
what am I gonna do from here? Like you just Black Widowed me and I'm upset.
Sure.
So there was, before we move on, Zack Snyder, like I said, had the conversation with the actor, Matthias, or whatever. He's like, oh, so now what do we want to do? Because people want to know. There's these different outcomes in the universe. There's he's just dead. That's what happened, or he had a conversation with Alpha, but got him to weasel himself out of it, or Dietrich is now Alpha zombie, and Zeus turned him. And there was some other thing. I think he said like another multiversal, Dietrich. So I'm like, he was like, any of those couldn't happen, or maybe all of them did already. Who knows? I'm like, wait, what? So apparently those are different multiple universes in which Dietrich has escaped, or if not these scenarios. I'm like, okay. So
how about just keep stakes in your movie that already had no fucking stakes?
Right. So we'll see what happens in Planet of the Dead, because that's his next one.
You'll see what happens.
Right. So I'm like, okay. But Sophia Boutella, whatever the fuck her name is, just got casted in his new Netflix film, The Rebel Moon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about her leading your movie, but
yeah, it's probably not smart, but
it's not smart at all. But
it seems very Dave Bautista, in terms of casting someone to lead your movie.
Well, apparently, everybody, Dave Bautista, the best fucking actor in the world.
Yeah, someone who's done nothing but, hey, let's have him be like the fourth best person in the movie, and they're like, yeah, let's have him lead next. Oh, good.
Right. Smart. We just know he's just going to be very, very whispery. Like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I'm like, okay. Like, dude.
I'm going to take
volumes, right? Hey, go back to that Duke. I'm like, dude, why are you yelling?
He's like, Uncle, how could
just take? Right. Dude, I'm washing my ass. Like, can I calm down?
He's like, Jesus Christ, son. What is a gift when it's not a gift?
Right.
It's like, relax. Fucking dumbass. Right. You fucking annoying piece of shit.
I'm trying to bathe, dude. Like, even that David dude was like, bruh, relax.
Yeah.
Calm down. Oh my God. But everybody, Blade Runner, they said he was an Oscar type actor. So
no. He was great in Blade Runner. That's because
he had a fucking line.
Yeah, exactly. That's they utilized him well. They utilized him well in Dune. Same director, I mean, he's utilized well in that movie. Just not. It's how James Gunn utilizes him. Don't give him a lot.
I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be his test. Knives Out 2 is his test. You have Ryan Johnson directing you. This gonna let me know what your shit is. If you
Sure.
horrible, it's not gonna be Ryan Johnson's fault.
That's correct. Well,
I can tell you that.
but I'll tell you, that's the thing though, is that's how I look at it. Ryan Johnson, I think, will immediately know how to use him. Whereas
All right.
then I look at Snyder and he's like, no, man, you're going to be great. This is going to be awesome. Go do this. And he's like, okay, I'll go do it. And it's not great. And it's a mixture. It's a mixture of not being directed correctly. And also, hey, this is kind of over my pay grade here, but I appreciate the opportunity,
Right.
is really probably his mindset.
Because I didn't mind him in Army of the. I didn't mind
No,
like whatever,
but
but I don't know. To me, he was better in My Spy. To be completely honest with you, if you saw that, or even know what that movie is.
I
But
didn't see it, but
yeah, it was cute. I was actually good for you. Like it was your
well,
pacifier, but
yeah,
just not as
correct.
great.
And what I hate to say is honestly, I don't know the actor's name, but the guy that ends up surviving at the end of Army of the Dead, the black guy.
Murray. Yeah, Murray Hardwick. Yeah.
If those two actors had swapped roles, probably would have been a more enjoyable movie because charisma. I think that guy's really talented, actually.
Oh, he is.
And then having Dave Bautista be the one that uses his fucking chainsaw axe one time, in like but like that's the kind of character that he should be. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So we've come to our last topic of the night. Quick show. Like I said, it wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
Wasn't a lot. But sometimes it's gonna be quick shows. All right. If you made it this far, subscribe, hit that like, hit that notification bell to be reminded when all episodes drop, and more. So we have a new Marvel man in town. Yes, we do. Morbius. Every bit of me keeps wanting to say Mobius every time.
I know. It's a terrible name.
Him running around in the fucking jet ski, just chilling. So Army is finished. Oh yeah, because poor Eric.
Yeah, to whoever. I actually watched our viewer count like dropped by like 4, so I think there's multiple people that just dipped out. So I think that they're muting us, and now hopefully they'll come back.
Right, we'll see. So Morbius debuted a brand new trailer right after they did a featurette, which I was like, why? Just do it after the.
I know. I need to actually watch that now.
Honestly, there's not. It was
not much.
Sure, whatever. Check it out. Sure. So we got to see, the living vampire, in a brand new trailer with Jared Leto and fucking Tyrese.
With his metal arm. Did you see the metal arm thing?
Yes, I did.
What is he doing?
Jesus. I don't know. Wiping his ass, probably.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, man, I really like the fucking trailer. I was not upset about the way it looks, about the movie, about the trailer. Right now, you got me. The effects were cool. He looked cool. Jared Leto is Jared Leto.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm here for it. I really liked it until Tyrese popped on the screen and I got upset. But other than that, I am here for it. Whatever world building, multi-universal thing they're trying to connect and bring forth here, make it work somehow. But you got me. What did you think?
No, it's funny because I think it's fine. Like I think it's a good trailer, but for all the same reasons. Like it looks good, the effects are good, and it's Jared Leto. Those are all, Jared Leto will never give a bad performance. He's one of the best actors alive right now.
Yeah.
And then this movie's been delayed 3 times. They've had plenty of time on the effects, and you can fucking tell because they look great.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I was like, whoa, shit.
I don't know if the direction looks good of him fucking flying around like Superman and then slow motioning all the time. It looks it looks very video gamey.
Right,
but
more little style.
But what I said is I didn't see the movie, but I remember the trailer for, I think it was Bloodshot with Vin Diesel.
Oh.
This trailer's very Bloodshot. Shit movie. So just,
You know what? I'm not going to say you're wrong in that.
It is
in that assessment.
Very Bloodshot.
Yeah, because Bloodshot was just flash everywhere, CGI, Vin Diesel,
and then super slow mo, like weird effects things. So it's but But no, but the effects look good. It's the question, and I will put it on Sony
Who's
to
directing
make
this?
this work. I was literally about to ask that. I have it actually right here. Daniel Espinosa. What is his
Oh,
IMDb?
okay, cool. I guess.
But no, I'm going to put it on the direction and the production, because at the end of the day, if this movie sucks, it's probably because this weird multiversal continuity thing that they like, there is no answer to what world we're in.
Yeah.
They just said, fuck it, throw everything in there and we'll make Marvel Studios figure it out.
Right.
Because at the end of the day,
I hate Sony.
exactly. At the end of the day, there is a Sam Raimi poster of Spider-Man.
Yes.
We have Adrian Toomes from the MCU. We have the
Mhm.
Oscorp Tower from the Amazing Spider-Man. Daily Bugle, I think, is the same as Raimi and Venom.
Yeah.
And then he says Venom, which
Right.
don't even get me fucking started.
And
But
then I kind of like that little thing. That was funny.
I
Well, they
will.
mentioned him earlier
It
too. Well,
ruined
San
the whole thing.
Francisco.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I'll go ahead and say it now. So I had somebody comment. I tweeted this out. They commented this big long thing, and I immediately saw it. Was like, haha. Started replying, and by the time I typed out 2 sentences, they had already deleted the comment because they were like, "Oh shit, this isn't good." Because they were like, they literally were like talking shit to me, like, "How could you not like that tag at the end? I think it's awesome." And I was like, "Oh really? How does this doctor in New York know what Venom said to a guy in a convenience store in San Francisco? He hasn't been on TV saying these fucking words." And I don't think that tiny little convenience store has security cameras that are going to be broadcasted across. So like, no, it makes no sense.
Maybe they'll
But
explain it in the movie. Who
um,
knows?
no, it's Sony. They're just going to go with it. What I hope is that it's actually was just filmed for the trailer. Like, hey, here we actually have one that is our own. It would be a funny tag. But anyway, but
Well, it's still in
also,
the movie.
if this is Sam Raimi's universe, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man has already had Venom, and Venom's dead. So like now, but he's saying Venom in the movie, and they're talking about Venom in the movie. So the continuity is already fucked. So I don't understand, but that's the thing is I truly 100% think Sony has no idea. Like if you ask them like, "Hey, what universe is this?" They're like, "Multiverse." And they're like, "Yeah, but like which one, cuz you're mixing." And they're like, "That's not how the multiverse works." It's like, "No, like that's supposed to be Tobey Maguire that we know, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." And it's like he had Venom in the movies. And they're like, "Oh shit. You're so right." So it's like I honestly like
I
if
mean,
this
Sony doesn't know
movie
what the fuck they're doing.
no, of course. So
Yeah.
if this movie's bad, I will put it on Sony. Really, I will, cuz
Oh, of course.
I don't know this director, so that's
Nobody else.
that's also kind of a negative, is I don't know who that is. But like the worst thing to do, and this also makes sense, is Sony goes and gets a unknown director and they fucking meddle with shit because they can. They can make him do whatever they want. Put that in it, put this in it. They'll fuck it up. And then, oh, that was on him. Like he wasn't prepared.
Right.
And it's like, and then he comes out
You
like
weren't
David
prepared,
Ayer.
fucker.
Yeah, he
Right.
comes out like David Ayer and is like, they literally made me do all of that. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Trash. We'll see. I hope there's an explanation onto why shit's meddling all over the place. I'm hoping. I don't have much confidence.
Yeah.
But I feel the movie could be good. The connective tissue could be horrible.
Right.
That's my worry. And if it is a situation where it's just like, hey, get this out here and we'll put you in MCU's fucking hands, I will take the bullet for them as long as you end up in MCU. That's fine. You can fight Blade and Tom
okay.
and all of them.
That was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I'm expecting this movie to be terrible. If it ends up being even good, take that as a win. Absolutely. But if it's terrible, but he ends up in the MCU, the first thing they need to do is let Blade rip his fucking head off.
He can't, just as PC fucking 13.
And well, exactly. It's like Let Blade be the one that's like, hey, you remember that character that like had his own movie? I'm a badass. You know what I mean? Like, fucking slice his head off,
Another motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill, man.
stab it, swing it around on top of that sword, and fucking pendulum throw it across, throw it in a river or something. Because like it'd be hilarious. Because that's the thing too is I see what people are saying because that's the multiverse answer of like, oh well, the theory is that because of what happens in No Way Home, there's a multiversal thing with just Spider-Man, where all these come together. It's like, yeah, Morbius was supposed to come out before Venom Let There Be Carnage and the Spider-Man movie. So like all this, oh, it's already smashed. It wasn't supposed to be. This movie, it's not smashed yet. So like, why is Adrian Toomes in there? And like, so it's very interesting because even to the point, this now comes after Let There Be Carnage, which means if he's actually referencing Venom, he's not in that universe anymore. Like Venom's gone.
Yeah.
So, and there's no connection to Morbius and Spider-Man yet. Like, why?
Dive into this, the scarier it gets.
Right. So it's an interesting situation, but to be honest, the effects stand out, man.
Fuck.
Like I don't know how, like when it comes to him flying, I'm not a fan of, and like the weird like Nightcrawler puffing shit that's coming off of him, I think isn't necessary. but like the effects on his face work as of now, and that it shouldn't. But like he looks very interesting, and if they can pull that off, good on them. Because I mean, this trailer actually does really show you like, hey, no, we've spent a lot of time on that, and like the final shot of him like snarling at the camera close up, it is a finished VFX shot, and you can tell it looks damn good. Right. So I will give them all the props.
20 years to work on.
That's what I mean, though. Yeah, it's like they were sitting there like, and it also is a thing though. I gotta say, it makes me wonder if the movie's good because there have been other movies that have come out during the pandemic that got pushed multiple times, and the effects happen, and they're like, like they still look kind of unfinished. It's like y'all have had so much time. Like for me with Black Widow, there were a lot of effects in that movie that I was like, man, y'all have had so much time. This movie's been done for a long time, and I missed that part. It's like why do they look that way? And it's probably because Marvel's looking at that going, hey, movie's what it is. It's not really worth fixing those, like let's not dump more into it because it's going to come out in the pandemic, probably not make a ton. But I look at this Morbius trailer and it looks like Sony has been continuing to put money in on it. And if that's the case, they might go, hey, if we actually make this look awesome, we keep this thing going.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was Jared's choice and not theirs. Like, hey, we need to fix this, make sure everything's good, yada, yada, yada. Because if Tom Holland is knocking on fucking Amy Pascal's door, like, hey, bitch, this is what you need to do as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. It could be a Ryan Reynolds situation where Jared Leto's like, hey, I'll pay for it. Fuck y'all. Like, let's just make it look right.
That could, because it doesn't seem like you guys have a handle on things. So let me just make sure I'm covered first.
Right.
And then I'm trying to get into the MCU. I'm trying to get that big bucks. Thank you for your getting the foot in the door.
Yeah. And I get that those are Morbius's like comic powers, but like it doesn't make sense for him to get bat in his blood and then he can fly without wings. Doesn't make
he flies. He's not necessarily. He's not like a typical like vampire type thing. So it's like
obviously, but that doesn't mean he needs
flying around and shit. Yeah,
Superman.
Man. Absolutely. You watch the animated? He'd be flying around that motherfucker all the time.
I'm not saying that it's not his comic book powers. I'm saying that it doesn't look right. It doesn't fit in the live action world. It looks very cheesy. He just fucking takes off like Superman.
Hell yeah, shit looks dope as hell. He's like, fuck these trains. And
it's like as you're like 3 months after Marvel's going to bring in a Superman-like character that flies around just like that in Eternals, we're gonna have a villain doing it. It's like, he's not.
But he'll be much faster than him, though.
He's not a prehistoric god. He's bats.
Yeah, he's a
vampire. It's like, wait, vampires flying?
Hell yeah.
He's got wings? Oh no, it's
Hell no.
Poofs.
Superman that
I don't know.
The poofs just get him around when he's doing fast nightcrawler shit. When he's going fast, and then when he's flying, that's just
So he can fly. He can float. Like he can fly slow.
Yeah, he does a little poof
Oh
shit.
my god, I'm
That's
having
why
a
he's
problem.
like.
No, that's fast. I'm saying like he can fly slow without the poofs.
What? I'm calling them poofs. He just fucking flies. Doesn't slow it down. I'm sure he will, but when he's doing regular, I'm sure it'll just be like woo. And then when he's fucking going off the speed of fucking light, then he'll have the poofs.
Oh, now he's speed of light. Oh god.
Right. That's the speed of light, but when he's flying, they'll have that
I
trail shit.
Flying's a common power, sure, but like the power that gives the person flight makes sense. Like that's why Thor has his hammer that flies him around, you know, like
well, he's just a vampire. Bats fly, man.
with wings, man. Like they don't.
Not this one. He has his poofs. Those are his wings.
He's like, yeah.
He just doof, and then he's fucking.
And what would have been even funnier is if they had just made the poofs like Iron Man stuff, and they're coming out of his hands and his feet, and he's just flying around just like Iron Man, but it just looks like purple poofs. And they're like, we're just trying to copy y'all.
I don't know why you saying poofs makes me laugh.
What else would you call it? Because that's all it is. It's like
it's just funny, and the way you say it, I don't know. It's funny.
It's smoke fluffs. I mean,
I don't know, but it's hilarious either way, and I'm thankful for it.
It looks like he's vaping while he flies.
Yeah, it's cool effect, man. He's just so fast. Like everything slows down. His radar is all like crazy. His sonar.
I like the sonar until he calls
it
until he calls it
bat radar.
The bat radar. I'm like, you're a doctor and you don't know sonar?
I wasn't expecting that. That was like bat radar.
You've done how much research on these bats and you don't know that they have echolocation? You can't call it echolocation, doctor. Like you go cut yourself and put your hand up to some shit, but you don't know how they work.
That's funny. Well, he hasn't in the MCU yet.
I mean, he's got Stormbreaker now, but like he's not flying without Stormbreaker.
Right. He just fucking takes off and shit.
Gen Z vampire vape god.
Vape god. He's so stupid. Okay. But yeah, so I'm excited for that shit. I'm here. You got me. I know the connectivity, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is gonna be ass. And just kill Tyrese. And then we'll have a perfect movie.
I really hope so, man. That would be awesome.
It's so horrible.
Because that's one thing I will say this right now. I let it slide with somebody like T.I., but Tyrese does not get an MCU paycheck. Y'all fucking hear me?
Yeah.
Like T.I. did not belong there, but he worked for
I
what
think
he was doing.
I think he did.
Like
like you said, it worked for that. It was like perfect.
They were like, "Oh, Ant-Man, we'll give him the 8th number, like name on the sheet. Like he's literally the least best of the little group that is Ant-Man's side crew." And it's like, yeah, T.I. is good for that. Like Tyrese does not get to be in the MCU. Please.
No. Not at all. Please.
When
MCU
has
God,
Thor
Kevin
flown
Feige.
without the hammer? I mean, come on.
What? Bro, his hammer is what gives him he literally explains it in Thor Ragnarok.
He's like, I spin it and it
it gives me the ability to fly.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my god, the hammer pulled you off.
Pulls me off the ground.
Off the ground.
And then Stormbreaker has like magical abilities meant for the King of Asgard that then allows him to fly. So
right. Yeah, sir.
He can just do lightning without the hammer in Thor Ragnarok.
Right.
And then the next movie, he's like, I need a hammer. It's like, wait, I thought you didn't need a hammer.
Oh, you can. But I mean, if it wasn't as OD for fucking Hela, it's not going to be chilling with.
Yeah.
Tyrese was superhero in F9, had a truck fall on him, allows no scratch. That's F9. I don't need him in MCU.
No MCU paychecks
at all. Like it's completely okay. You're good. Even the scenes he was in was just horrible.
Because also, like, I gotta bring this up too. That's exactly what we're doing. We're not talking about the fucking comics. How many times do we have to say that? We're talking about the movies because this is a movie. Remember how I was complaining that he's flying like Superman, and it's I'm talking about how I know that's his comic shit, but that's not what I'm talking about. Like, fuck me, man.
Kenya.
Like, y'all go
I'm
off
so
MCU lore. It's like no
disappointed
fucking
in
shit
you.
because it's grounded in reality and in some crazy awesome way. I don't know how they've done it, but they've made it work. Like, and now we've got poofs. Fucking poofs, man.
Yes. Poop. Yes. Poofs.
I mean, I was gonna say something. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, with Michael Keaton as Toombs. Why does he know who this doctor is? And like, is he a villain again? Type of thing with
is Vulture a villain again?
Yeah,
he never was not. He was just like, I got respect for my homie, and
he was like, hey, we need to keep in
that's it.
touch with like an evil look.
Oh yeah, Vulture's still evil. He was just looking out for old time. He's like, you whoop my ass real quick.
Well, but that's
I got respect. You let me live. Cool. I'm gonna hide your identity. But
I guess that's true. Morbius isn't going after Spider-Man, so like he's like, hey man, like if you're into some shit, I'd like to get out of here. So okay, maybe that's right.
Right.
See, and Kenya said we are talking about them as characters. No, you are talking about them as characters. I'm talking about them in the MC fucking U.
This has been film, sir.
You remember the name of this place? It's called the Film Cave. You're standing outside the cave, just screaming, "Comics, comics!"
But the comic book. Read the comic. I was like, wait, motherfucker, there's only films in here.
We're deep in the cave, going, what?
God, I can't hear you. This is a pure Shazam moment. What? I can't. I don't know. He's just waving comics.
Are we gonna fight?
Right. Issue 45. I was like, wait, what? What did he say?
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Man. That's funny.
That's great. I thought since this was obviously like the end of the show, this is just leading us into like we're talking to the chat now.
Yes, so now we're talking to the chat.
It's fantastic.
Thank you so much. Those are all the topics for the night. Like I said, if there's something we missed, please put it in the comment sections now. Here's your chance. Or watching on playback. I'm inside the club and you can't get in. Using Busta Rhymes. Yes, basically.
Did you really just quote that movie, that song from like 2011?
Excuse me, I burped. So the reason I currently am not sitting on a couch.
Yes. Oh my god, we should have talked about this. What the hell happened?
Yeah. So I still don't have a couch. It was destined apparently to be sent yesterday. And yet again, some bullshit has happened. I'm sitting here 3 to 7. It'll be the delivery window. Okay, sure, cool. Why not? Then I get a text. 8 to 9. Okay. So I'm like, something just seems off. Let me call. I was like, yeah, we have a schedule for delivery between the hours of 3 and 7. Okay. Because you sent me a text saying 8 or 9, yada, yada, yada. It's like 9:30 at this point.
Oh,
where the fuck is my couch?
Yeah.
I get a text saying your delivery has been rescheduled for Thursday, November 4th. I'm like,
they dropped it. How days? Because I was about to say, why aren't you expecting it right now? They went to Thursday.
Right. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Where is it? It's already on the truck. How did you take it off the truck for Thursday?
So the truck broke down.
Oh. Sure it did.
The truck broke down, so therefore we couldn't do any more deliveries.
Broke down where? Y'all are in New York City. Like, aren't they like, oh, it's 10 blocks that way. Like, fucking walk it.
Right.
Like, throw it in a van.
What the fuck? I'm like, give me my goddamn couch. Like, this has been fucking ridiculous. It's been 2 weeks now of y'all bullshitting back and forth. Like, y'all need to figure it out. I'm not available fucking Thursday. Get my shit to me ASAP because I don't have a day off until I get back from vacation, which is the 6th fucking 10th.
Jeez.
So I'm like, I'm not waiting that long for my fucking couch. So they said Thursday. So I'm like, if you do it Thursday, your ass better be an ass crack of fucking dawn. They was like, okay, so we have it here for 9 to 1. No. I work at 12. Yeah. You can be here from 9 to 10 and you give me my shit.
Right.
And apparently they're going to give me back my delivery fee or charge and all that shit. I'm like, that's fine. That's dandy. but my shit better be here at 9 to 10 in the fucking morning.
Right, because
So
Ken, you just said, can you not get a refund or some shit? He needs couch.
right.
He ordered the couch. Like,
So and it's just like,
it's
and I
crazy,
called
man.
them. It was like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't do anything about it. There's no note to change. We won't know the change official time when it can be delivered until Wednesday. Like, how the fuck do y'all not know anything is? So basically, you're useless to me. You know nothing right now. It's like, unfortunately, we don't until Wednesday, and you can call and figure it out then. And I was like, you're fucking useless, and I hung up the phone. So tomorrow morning, I'm calling them first fucking thing. I'm like, my couch better be here Thursday, 9 to 10. No shit.
Yeah.
He was like, what happened? Can they just come in here and leave it at your front door if you're not home? No, motherfucker, I want my
Right.
couch. And I'll be
Yeah.
damned if it's sitting there, I'm not home, and somebody says, ooh, a
Right.
couch. And
Yeah.
just start fucking, like,
You'll
I
never
don't
see
put
that
past
shit
nothing.
again. It can be the
Right.
next door neighbor. You'll never see that shit again.
At all. And even though it
Yeah.
came, hey, it was delivered, but it's not here.
Yeah.
Oh, we left on it. I will smack somebody stupid.
Crazy, man.
So that's why I'm not on a couch yet again.
And then what? Your table got completely refunded or whatever?
Oh no, my table's here. My table came.
Oh, you got a table. Okay.
Yeah, the table is here.
You have a chair?
It's just, huh?
You have chairs?
No, I haven't put the table together yet because I want to put
gotcha.
everything together because my living
in the
room
same
isn't as huge.
Sure.
So I'm like, I don't want to have to be like, oh, try to push it together. Put it all together the same day and rock out. So yeah, that's why I'm still on this motherfucker catching hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
So yeah, good
Fun
time.
stuff.
But it's so, bro. The universe does not want me to have a couch. I do not know why. I don't know
so
why.
wild. Like, it's really one of those things where it's the same reason why, first of all, I hate that, like, most shit for me comes FedEx. Like, if it's something I'm really looking forward to, it's FedEx. And for some reason, for my house, we are like the end of FedEx's day.
Mm.
So they're like, oh, it's scheduled between 5:30 and 8:30. And I'm like, man, I'm working all day. Like, when I ordered my phone, Hannah's came UPS. Hers came at noon. Mine didn't come till 7 something. And I'm like, man, like, I'm the nerdy tech guy here. Like, can I not, like, I'm super impatient and, I'm a child.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want mine. Like, I'm like that kid. It's like,
Facts.
come on, man. But like, it always ends up that way. But it also is a thing of when it's like 9:30, if you say it's 9:30, like, I don't want those people to have to, like, be working until 9:30 delivering stuff all day. So it's like, okay, delay me till the next morning, but like, delay me to the next morning. Like,
delay shit. Figure it out.
Well, no, but like, if you don't make it to me that day, that truck and whatever's left on it needs to be sent out alongside another truck for the normal route. And all those that were missed need to be the first thing that's delivered. And they're like, oh, no, just how about we wait till Thursday? It's like, do y'all even have the couch? Like, is this just, right? I mean, absolutely insane, man.
Yeah, so that's my story. That's my life right now.
So let me find out John never even bought a couch. Just
right.
lying about this
that's
couch.
The twist. The couch doesn't exist. Surprise, you're in a Shyamalan movie, bitch.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Terrible twist, man. I gotta make Cook come up with something better. But
yeah, pretty bad. I know.
But yeah, that's really frustrating, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna give it a few more minutes, see what else y'all got.
I'm trying to think
give it until 10 o'clock.
Anything else happened today or this week in terms of
I was trying to look. I don't see anything. I don't see anything at all. And I was trying to look shit up all over websites and everything. So we'll see.
I'm super interested in I'm still very excited for Eternals though. Like,
absolutely.
It's
seeing that shit Thursday.
It's funny because I've seen people say like, "Oh no, I loved this," and then, but even other people that are like massive fans, like BD was like 6 out of 10, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, that's low for like a big time Marvel fan giving a movie a 6 out of 10.
Who BD?
Yeah, Brandon Davis, the guy who runs comicbook.com.
Oh, sure.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm honestly, I'm just excited to see it, to simply see what people are like, if I agree or not, because I think a part of it is the whole um being attacked for, having a gay couple and, you know, girl power and shit like that. The people that are targeting it right now, like, I think there is a part to that, but um,
Oh, ain't no damn part.
the
That's fucking childish.
the creator and owner of Alvin and the Chipmunks is not selling the property for 300 million. He is asking for 300 million, and he will not get 300 million.
Yeah, he will not. I'm sorry.
Um,
Yeah, not at all. Actually,
yeah,
probably get a good 100,
but
if
but
that.
like what Abraham just said, he feels like Eternals will divide the MCU fans because of how different it is. I think that's quite possible.
Yeah.
But also it's a double-edged sword. Like there's two factors that could have happened. Either Chloe Zhao came in, had an incredible, pitch. They said, "Great, do it," and it's exactly the movie they wanted, and it's just different because it's Phase 4. They need to change things up. Or
Right.
Chloe Zhao came in. It's Chloe Zhao just won Best Picture, Best Director, whatever it was, Best Director, um, and they George Lucased her and didn't give her any notes. They said, "Yeah, go make whatever movie you want." She ends up kind of dropping the ball in some areas because it's the biggest thing she's ever done by far. Like, oh, let's go from Nomadland with just a couple characters to 10 superheroes
Right.
all on a team that you have to make. So like I can see that being very daunting.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely I'm nervous for those things, but I've been nervous for those things ever since it was announced. So obviously it being this close, and yeah, seeing it Thursday with Kenya over here, I'm interested, but like I'm hoping for big things for sure.
I think it is just a whole issue of just being different.
Yeah.
And people have become extremely fucking babied and spoiled with the MCU in terms of these expectations. Like,
Sure.
I expect it to be one thing, now it's different. Ooh, I fucking hate it. That's why
Yeah.
even the movies that were different within the MCU that we already had, people are like, "Urgh, I don't like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's about story. It's for a reason why it's
Yeah.
different. They've done this shit 2 or 3 times already. Do something different. Focus on the character differently now. Fucking dive into the character more. Like,
Yeah.
shut up." And I think honestly that's what this is. And like you said, a combination with the gay couple and I don't see with woman power is a lot of it's pretty mixed in there. But they'll find a way. Like a female, like a woman can be like, "Oh my god, I tied my fucking shoe today, guys." They're like, "Too much woman fucking power. We don't like it.
Yeah.
Independent." It's like, what?
Because
So
like what Kenya just said, if JVS actually did say it's more drama, less typical MCU movie, I'm in on
absolutely.
that. Like, it's what I talk about all the time. I don't care about the action as much. Like, I really don't. If you, especially
No.
if you somehow, let's just say, if you give me 6 out of these 10 Eternals as great characters, like I expect Kumail Nanjiani to be a very fun, likable Eternal,
Mm,
and I hope that we get more of him already because I love him. I want him
right.
to get success. And he seems to have massively enjoyed himself because he's doing all the goddamn press for it.
Right.
Um,
All of it.
and then, I'm
Commercials too.
looking at like just as soon as the contracts were written, I would probably guess Angelina Jolie's not making it out of this. And Salma Hayek probably has a big chance not making it out of this because they're both the
Yeah,
older,
she's barely in the
very
fucking scene.
expensive.
Trailers.
And like they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll come in here, I'll Han Solo this, Harrison Ford it, we'll get this thing going, and it'll be a meaningful send off kind of thing." Yeah, there's also a sex scene, interesting.
Here for it, and
Um,
I hope it's either Selma,
uh,
Angelina.
no, I think it's what's it called? I think it's Cersei and Icarus. I think.
Uh, I mean, none of them really tickle my fancy as much,
What if
but
they went all in and it was a gay sex scene?
I
Just
more power to it. Tear it up. None of them suit my fancy either, but I'll be happy for them. I'll be like, tear it up.
Get it.
MCU tops and bottoms. There you go. But yeah, I'm going to be surprised. That will cause a lot of outrage why people hate it. Why you take my child to see all this normal human being shit? Well, sorry. But yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for it either fucking way.
For sure. Yeah. Well, that'll be what we talk about next week. It shall. Eternal spoilers all day long.
Will it? Oh yeah. But I say it's not next week. It's the following week. Wait, that's that week. Wait, what? Yeah, it's that week.
You see it in 2 days.
No, I'm talking about us not being here.
Oh no, that's the next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, we won't have a show 2 weeks from now unless something crazy happens, and then John will have a show.
Yes. So I'll yeah.
Do you know what time? Yeah. Do you know what time you'll get back that day? That Tuesday?
Oh, late as fuck.
Okay. So yeah, never mind. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
I never come back early on like vacation shit. Give me the latest there is and be off the next day. I want to milk all the time. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be coming back from Vegas. So I'll be fucked up and tired. He would be wedded and
on a beach.
Yeah, on a beach.
Yeah, I'll be fucking out of here, Jack. I'm gone.
He has it double the goodness and greatness than I do, and then he'll come back and he'll be like, "Hey, guess what, guys? We're pregnant." And
no, that's not.
No, gonna have some little Logans and Logettes running around. You running around, it'll be hilarious.
But here's what I'll say when it comes to Eternals. I saw Shang-Chi. First time I saw Shang-Chi, my cousin and I both, who we're driving down. We had to drive to Dallas to see it. We're driving down there, ecstatic, so excited. We both saw the movie, sitting right next to each other. Both of us didn't like it. Like, we were like, it was fine. We saw it a second time. We both were like, that's so much fun. Like, we both really liked it a lot more the second time. So I hope I can see Eternals twice. Like, I really do. Just in case. But because I don't want to not like this movie, man. I really want to enjoy the fuck out of it. But we'll see what happens.
I know. I'm mad I didn't get to see No Time to Die twice in theaters. Actually,
me too, man. Like,
really upset about that. I know.
I hear you.
But
that will be a day one Blu-ray buy.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's going to be a day one 4K buy. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, correct. 4K physical Blu-ray, so I can have the IMAX scenes. So they better have them on there.
Right. All right, y'all. So I think that's going to do it for this was the latest episode of Film Cave, episode number 47. We thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this conversation. You guys were very interactive in the chat. Thank you so much. And of course, we will see you here next week, as always. And hope we'll be talking about Eternals and whatever else drops along the wonderful world of film and the internet. We shall see. So, Logan Swish, where can people find you?
Yes, sir. You can find me right up here at Logan_Swish on Twitter. Also, my YouTube channel if you're watching over here. I have a Patreon. I've been doing Ted Lasso season 2 at the moment. I have season 1 already up there. Season 2 is almost finished. I highly fucking recommend this show. Like, it is so good. Please watch it if you have a chance. Like, it really, I would not steer y'all wrong. Y'all know I'm hypercritical. It is somehow, some way, like The Office, where like it's feel good almost all the time, except when it's not. And when it's not, it is the realest fucking storytelling ever, and it's done so well. Please watch it if you have a chance. But that's happening on Patreon right now, and I'm hoping to finish the second season like this weekendish if I can, because if I don't finish it this weekend, it ain't happening next week, because next week will be a fucking madhouse.
Oh yeah, that's not happening at all.
We will definitely see. Kenya, I saw you say that. What brand are you getting of TV? Because I'm interested. So yeah, let me know on that. But yeah, that's happening on Patreon. So if you're interested, head to one of my videos that have to do with that. I don't even know where I have it linked. Fuck.
I was like,
it's on my Twitter. I tweet every time I post something, so then you'll get a link. So yeah.
Well, yeah, that's very true.
What about you? What you got going on?
So, that's it. So you guys can find me all up top here and all damn He said that's
What brand of TV did you get, by the way?
interesting. I have a Samsung QLED.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that Vizio. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Sounds like it's worth $190.
Well, they got some lifespan on that shit.
Yeah, get the warranty on that motherfucker.
Right. Exactly. You can find me up on all social media, John Knight _. You can find me right here on Night Entertainment Network. And again, we will see you back here, same time, every Tuesday for the Film Cave. So make sure you guys have your notifications on and be ready for that. All right. It's going to be a fun show. And hopefully we both come back here saying how much we loved Eternals.
Yes, please.
Yes. Fingers crossed. All right. It's your boy, Knight.
And I'm Logan.
And as always, we'll see y'all in the cave. Peace.
Later, guys. I'm Venom. Just kidding. I'm Sony.